New at noon, social media is joining the mission of finding missing and abducted children. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christy Larson. Facebook announced this morning they are launching a new Amber Alert distribution system. It will work based on where the child is being searched for. So when an Amber Alert is issued in your region, it will automatically be sent to your news feed. Attorney General Eric Holder says keeping up with Amber Alerts is a responsibility for every American.
Each of us can help by paying close attention to alerts that come in and by making sure that you are plugged into the Amber Alert network via social media.
Alerts will include details such as the location and a photo of the child and other important information, along with a direct link to the most recent updates. Now, Facebook users will also be able to share the alerts with other users, a feature that social media site says no other system offers. Well, Minnesota lawmakers want major changes to the state's child protection system as soon as possible after the abuse death of a 4-year-old boy in west central Minnesota. Eric Dean of Starbuck died in 2013 despite 15 reports to Polk County authorities that the boy was in danger. His caregiver is serving a life sentence for throwing the child across a room in a fit of anger. Now, the legislature is expected to introduce a bill within the next few days to simplify and toughen Minnesota's complicated child protection reporting system. Now, along with those changes, we could see all counties must review a family's prior history of abuse. All abuse reports must be sent to law enforcement, and social workers must have access to maltreatment reports in other counties. The legislature is also expected to repeal a law it passed just last year that banned counties from considering previous abuse reports when deciding whether to investigate new ones. Well, kind of an unusual rush hour crash this morning in Fargo. It happened on I-29 at 13th Avenue, a very high traffic area. The vehicle, a white Explorer, has what it looked to be like a fair amount of damage, but when patrol investigators got there, no one was around, including the driver. Now, there were some foot tracks leading from the wreck, and Fargo police tried to figure out where they led to, followed them for a short distance, but with not much snow on the ground, the tracks did disappear. The State Patrol is handling the investigation. Well, we started this morning again with those below zero temps, a chilly morning, so let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn for what's to come. Robert?
Yeah, definitely a cold morning out there with wind chills 25 to 35 degrees below zero. Yesterday, highs across the entire region below zero. Today, at the noon hour, we're already all above zero, and temperatures will continue to rise. Right now, 4 here in Fargo, 10 in Detroit Lakes, 12 in Jamestown, 14 down in Sisseton. However, it still feels rather cold out there with winds out of the south anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour with some gusts over 30 miles per hour. We're seeing wind chills still below zero, minus 16 your wind chill here in Fargo, minus 20 in Grand Forks, 11 below up in Roseau, 15 below in Fergus Falls. A bit of cloudiness, especially in the southern portions of the area. Underneath those clouds, not a whole lot of precipitation. However, the far southern and southeastern counties could see a few very light flurries and snow showers as we head through this afternoon and into this evening. Today, getting into the teens, but it's going to feel cold with those south winds. Even warmer weather as we head through the next 7 days. And we'll detail that good news here in just a little bit.
I'm looking forward to that.
As is most people, yeah.
Thank you, Robert. Well, we're learning more about the men responsible for the deadly terrorist attacks that killed 17 people and the gunman. Chris Van Klein has the latest.
Sources tell CBS News Saeed Kawashi, one of the brothers who attacked the Charlie Hebdo magazine last week, received $20,000 from al-Qaeda in Yemen to finance the attacks. This is nearly 15,000 extra French soldiers and police are now guarding what the government calls sensitive sites, including synagogues. Police confirm they are searching for 6 other people who may be members of Kawashi's terror cell. The man responsible for the kosher grocery store rampage that killed 4, Ahmedi Coulibaly, was on a U.S. terror watch list, but not the no-fly list. His girlfriend remains the focus of a global manhunt. She's believed to be in Syria. In Paris, France's president led a somber farewell for the police officers killed in the attacks. All 3 were given France's highest commendation, the Legion of Honor. Thousands turned out in Israel for the funerals of the 4 Jewish victims of Coulibaly's supermarket rampage. The new cover of Charlie Hebdo is out. It shows a caricature of the Prophet Muhammad holding a sign saying, "I am Charlie." with the caption, "All is forgiven."
Et aussi avec Coco.
The editors say they knew they had it right when it made them cry and laugh. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News.
Charlie Hebdo plans to print 3 million copies in several languages, including Arabic, compared to the usual 60,000 copies printed before the attacks. Well, police are reporting a spike in car thefts in Fargo and are taking extra steps to get the word out to lock your car, lock your garage, and don't leave your engine running without keys inside. Now, no matter how many times we hear this message, and it seems like we're hearing it again and again, someone becomes a victim. And this is why police are campaigning in the Fargo area. They're going through neighborhoods hoping eventually this message sticks. Now, unfortunately, sometimes it does take someone being the victim of the crime until they really get the message. Well, the numbers show car thefts are up in Fargo. However, these types of accidents have doubled in Moorhead over the past month. Now, you can follow this story and others online just like it. Just go to Valley News Live, look for our Facebook page, click the like, and get the latest news, weather, and breaking news and updates anytime on your feed. Just look for Valley News Live, like our page. You get to stay informed all day. Well, a new television ad is showing up now on TV screens around the Fargo-Moorhead area, and it's all part of a new campaign to combat domestic violence. The ad puts faces to those affected directly by domestic violence and attempts to bring more awareness to a growing problem right here in the Valley. It involves a task force, law enforcement, and other local agencies.
He shot Mom, he shot Tony, he shot me. It's always in the back of my mind how quickly things can change. I can't stress enough, you can never be too safe.
The Rape and Abuse Crisis Center says in any given year they see about 1,600 people plus an additional 90 children. Now, if you know someone or you yourself need help or have been affected by personal violence, call for them for help at 293-7273. Well, the Ohio State Buckeyes are celebrating a big victory today. The team beat Oregon Ducks 42-20 in Arlington, Texas last night in the first ever college football championship playoff game. Now, running back Ezekiel Elliott rushed for a career high 246 yards and scored 4 touchdowns. Now, that helped the team get that big victory. This is the Buckeyes' 8th national championship. And police in Columbus, Ohio had their hands full. They had to use tear gas and pepper spray to disperse the celebrating students after the game. The students and fans spent much of the night in the streets. Thousands had to be turned away from the Ohio State football stadium. A police spokeswoman says there were 30 to 40 fires in trash cans and in dumpsters.